Chris, good to see you. Big Social Security news. The COLA jumps 3.2%, but Medicare Part B is up 5.9%. The cost of living adjustment reflects another year of high inflation, but we now know we're going to be paying almost 6% more for Medicare Part B. So does this mean that we will see a smaller check in January?
Yeah, it's going to have an impact on it, but if we're getting a 3.2% cost of living adjustment on a couple $1,000s, the average Social Security benefit, that's still going to put a lot more money in your pocket because the Medicare increase is, a little north of 5%, but on a much smaller dollar amount, on $168. So it's not that big of an impact, but many people think it's a dollar for dollar reduction. It is not.
Yeah, I'm glad we get to talk through those numbers because I do think they seem confusing at the beginning. So, does this cost of living adjustment affect when we should be claiming our benefits?
Well, it certainly is a factor that can come into play there, but whether or not you take Social Security or not, that cost of living adjustment is still factored into your benefit because,
Hmm.
that's just how Social Security works. It's indexed for inflation. So by like the chart you have up on the screen there, the longer we wait, the more we receive from Social Security. And then those cost of living adjustments are factored into those. So I'm only 58 years old. So my Social Security benefit still gets that cost of living adjustment factored into the total when I decide to pull it, many years down the road.
Yeah, good to know. All right, so now let's hop into 2024 Medicare Part B, which will be 174.70. It's about $10 more than last year. So this premium usually comes straight out of your Social Security check. Can you explain how that works, please?
Sure, Erin, when when you're 65 years old and you go into Medicare, if you're receiving Social Security, that is deducted every month out of your Social Security payment that goes into your account. And there are people that aren't claiming Social Security at age 65, and then they would have to, set up a payment system to pay for their Medicare premiums, directly with Medicare.
Hmm. 75% of people 50 plus worry that Social Security will run out in their lifetime. Does this COLA increase affect the program's insolvency?
Yeah, it certainly can. And I think there's a lot more people. I'm very concerned about it at age 58 for sure, because I've been paying both halves of that for most of my adult life. But,
Right.
Aaron, this is why you have to have that plan B. You need to be able to adjust to what, the political football that, those members in Congress never want to touch. So, that's important to our clients that we have, taken into account that this is a significant risk that, there may only be 75 cents on the dollar to pay for it when the trust fund is exhausted. And that's what they mean by that. The trust fund
Hmm.
will be exhausted. All the reserves will be gone.
Hmm. Proactive planning is absolutely key when it comes to creating other streams of income. Also, so much that goes into claiming Social Security. So, Chris, if somebody has questions about any of this, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, I would give Heidi a call at the office at 866-695-2620. We've got some neat software just for Social Security analysis, 866-695-2620.
All right. Chris, thanks so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Yep, my pleasure. Thanks, Aaron.
Tune into Chris McIntire's full radio program and visit McIntireRetirementServices.com for many additional valuable resources, including other great episodes of Game Plan for Retirement with Chris McIntire. Be sure to subscribe.